Welcome to CI in 5, a place to get energized by your favorite continuous improvement practitioners as they take on the challenge of sharing what continuous improvement means to them in 5 minutes or less and in 5 words or less. Think of it kind of like a kata geek going on a speed date. I know, right? This is gonna be good. Let's do this. Madison, Mobley, welcome to CI in 5. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling fancy.
Yes, as well you should. Hey, y'all, if you do not or are not connected with Madison, what is going on? She is an amazing continuous improvement practitioner who practices in a different field, which is D&I and human resources, which we just love having all these unique perspectives. She's got experience in sourcing, automation, and procurement. So she has that experience as well. So really excited to have her here today. Now, Madison, what we really want to know, though, is what is your CI in 5?
Okay. Cater to the whole person. Now, I know continuous improvement practitioners are not always synonymous with human resource people, but they absolutely should subscribe to the fact that people are the most important part of business operations and the most expensive. So continuous improvement has to include a vested interest in how job descriptions are written, how policies positively or negatively impact workers, matching the right people to the right open roles, ensuring people understand their responsibilities and are set up for success, establishing mission-driven team leads, meeting key metrics, and promoting accountability and work incentives. All that stuff can positively impact the cost of doing business, whether we're saving money, saving time, minimizing risk, improving quality of work, or eliminating waste across all organizational places and spaces. Too often I see workers in roles that underutilize their capacity to think and do and be. And I think the best continuous improvement practitioners have an appetite for never before heard ideas, and they're masterful at creating a world that invites others to think bigger and bolder. I've been on my soapbox lately about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And so what I would say is the times that I've prioritized companies or teams where I can be or grow into the best version of myself, the better, right? And so if you're a practitioner and you find yourself in spaces where, typically your physiological needs are met, which means you're getting paid equitably, right? More than enough to live a comfortable quality of life. Next comes, right, your safety, your sense of belonging, your sense of esteem, and last but certainly not least, like feelings of self-actualization, right? So from a safety standpoint, that could include a path to financial freedom, or it could include protection from things like microaggressions in the workplace. Belonging means access to social groups or an affinity group within your current organization. Esteem could mean creating a space for you to feel valuable or deserving of respect, right? And then last but certainly not least, that self-actualization piece means the fulfillment of your full potential as a person. Those are the spaces where you're going to find yourself doing the absolute best work.
I'm curious, like for someone like myself who's been practicing continuous improvement, just kind of getting to kind of know it and understand it, what kind of maybe advice or insight or thoughts would you have for somebody who's new to help them jumpstart their practice?
Yeah, I think simply put, get proximate with people who don't look, think, or act like you do. Whenever I'm stuck, I go to places that I don't hardly even believe that I'm going to find an ounce of commonality, right? Because that's going to force my mind to consider things differently, to think about things differently, and that better informs how I might make the decision about a thing. Or at the very least, it just invigorates me to continue innovating in whatever space I'm in. So that would be my guidance.
So for others that have been practicing, continuous improvement for years, or maybe they're just like stuck in how they're practicing continuous improvement, what kind of thoughts or encouragement would you give them to kind of spark their practice up again?
think back on what made you wildly excited to be a continuous improvement practitioner in the first place. It is about innovation. It is about forward thought. And so always circling back to the why you're doing it. And that's really to leave the world a better place or to leave people better than you found them. The why is always what can incite excitement again in a particular practice.
So what I'm curious about lastly is what brings you the most joy in your continuous improvement practice?
I've always classified myself as a lifelong learner. I love reading stuff, hearing stuff, learning stuff, knowing stuff. I would classify myself also as someone that's chronically curious. I'm never afraid to say why and why and why some more. And that keeps me excited about continuous improvement because it's a byproduct of being a lifelong learner. So my excitement also kind of comes naturally, I think.
I love that idea of being chronically curious. That is amazing. And I know that's going to be trending sometimes here in the very near future with a hashtag. So again, if you aren't connected with Madison on LinkedIn, why not? We'll put the link right to her so you can get connected with her and get all of her great energy, great wisdom. And again, Madison, thank you so much for joining me here on CI in 5 today.
Thank you. This was fun.
Thanks for joining us for CI in 5, the place to get your shot of inspiration and wisdom to move you forward on your continuous improvement journey. And for more inspiration, join the Live on Purpose LinkedIn group. We are a diverse community that supports each other to find and live out our purpose every day, and we would love to add your voice to our family. Join now by clicking the link in today's post. Until next time when we invite another one of your favorite lean thinkers to share their CI in 5, stay calm and Kaizen.